I remember the moment before it all began. I was suspended in an endless soft whiteness, a tiny part of a vast and magnificent cloud. We were a family, millions upon millions of us, huddled together in the cool embrace of the upper atmosphere. Below, the world was a patchwork of deep greens and earthy browns, a grand tapestry I had only ever observed from afar. There was a sense of anticipation, a humming energy that coursed through our collective being. Then it happened. A subtle shift, a letting go. I was no longer held aloft, I was falling. The initial sensation was one of pure, unadulterated freedom. The wind whistled past me, a wild and exhilarating song. I tumbled and spun, a tiny gleaming sphere of liquid light descending through the immense theater of the sky. The greens and browns rushed up to meet me, their details becoming sharper, more intricate with every passing second. My destination was a small, unassuming leaf on a fern, nestled deep within a forest. The impact was gentle, a soft patter, the end of one journey and the beginning of another. Resting upon the fern leaf, the world seemed both immense and intimate. Here, a new world opened up to me. I seeped into the dark, rich earth, trickling past tangled roots and tiny pebbles. I was moving again, but this time it was a slow, deliberate crawl through the hidden pathways of the soil. We emerged into the light once more, bubbling up from a small spring at the base of an ancient moss-covered stone. Here I became part of something new, a stream. It was a lively, chattering thing, a ribbon of silver dancing over smooth gray stones. In this bubbling waterway, I first encountered the vibrant life that depends on my existence. Eventually, our brook flowed into a much larger body of water, a river. The transition was immense. I was swept from my familiar narrow channel into a vast, powerful flow. The river showed me the world in all its diversity. We flowed past rolling green hills where herds of sheep grazed peacefully, through bustling towns and cities, beneath great stone bridges. My role as a life-giver became even more apparent. Great fields of crops drank deeply from the river's edges, their green stalks a testament to the nourishment we provided. The river's journey, like all journeys, had an end. We were flowing into the ocean, and I felt a sense of both awe and trepidation at the immense presence that lay ahead. My entry into the ocean was a moment of complete surrender. I was swept out into a world of incomprehensible scale. For a time, I felt utterly lost, a single insignificant droplet in an infinite blue. Life in the ocean was a constant, breathtaking spectacle. I drifted past enormous whales, gentle giants singing their deep, haunting songs. I saw coral reefs, vast, intricate cities of life built by tiny creatures over millennia. After a long, timeless period drifting in the warm surface waters, I began to feel a new sensation. The sun was pouring its energy down upon the ocean's surface, and I felt a lightness growing within me. I became something ethereal, invisible. I was water vapor. The ascent was silent and peaceful, a stark contrast to my dramatic fall as rain. Looking down, I saw the world shrink once more. My journey upward carried me high into the atmosphere. I traveled for days, a silent passenger on atmospheric currents, drifting over islands, continents, and vast stretches of ocean. High in the atmosphere, a magical process began to unfold. I found a microscopic speck of dust, and around this anchor I condensed, returning to my liquid state as a minuscule droplet. Millions of others were doing the same all around me. We were building a cloud. It felt like a homecoming. I was once again part of a soft white mass, floating serenely in the vast blue expanse of the sky. We drifted lazily, our shape constantly shifting and reforming. We watched the sun rise and set, painting our white canvas with brilliant hues of orange, pink, and purple. As more water vapor joined our ranks, our cloud grew heavier and denser. The peaceful serenity was replaced by a familiar, growing tension. We were becoming saturated, reaching a point where the air could no longer support our collective weight. This time, my descent was not into the wild chaos of a storm, but as part of a gentle, life-sustaining rain. I fell over a wide, sun-scorched plain, a land that was thirsty and waiting. My destination was the delicate petal of a wildflower. I provided the strength for the flower to lift its head toward the sky once more, its color becoming more vibrant, its form restored. After a long, slow journey through layers of sand and rock, I emerged into the light once more. I was drawn upward through a long, dark pipe, pulled by the mechanical whirring of a pump. I saw a human face peering down at me, a woman with kind eyes and hands weathered by work. A small child, thirsty from playing outside, took the glass. I felt myself being consumed. I entered the child's body, becoming part of her. I was absorbed into her bloodstream, carried to every cell, quenching her thirst and replenishing her body. After being treated, I was released back into a river, ready to rejoin the great water cycle. And so my journey continues. I am back in the river, mingling with droplets from mountains, forests, and cities. This is my eternal dance. I am in constant motion, connecting the sky, the land, and the sea. I am the rain that nurtures crops, the river that carves canyons, the ocean that cradles life, and the cloud that sails in the heavens. When you see the rain falling, or watch a river flow, or stand before the mighty ocean, think of me. I am the planet's lifeblood, and my journey, the water cycle, is the endless, beautiful rhythm to which all of life dances. And I promise, I will always come back.